Okay, good morning and welcome to Mono's featuring me, Monica, Mo, Justice. Hey, okay. Y'all was quite and welcome to Mono's interesting. Monica, Mo, Justice. All right, hold up, I gotta find my stream. Quite interesting. Monica. Okay. Um, what did I name today? Labor alive. Um, I'm just going on with pregnancy plot, but not really going on with pregnancy plot. Listen, I thought it was quite evident from my participation in the discussions over the weekend that I have limited information about y'all ongoing disputes on here. And I want to keep my knowledge set still in a limited exposure because none of these things that that are being presented today are relevant to me. So because of that, I'm trying to really keep it classy and not show my assy. I'm just saying. Um there's no reason, but I can't stop folks who are accustomed to going back and forth with people and back and forth with folks and back and forth with folks. So I'm not going to be able to stop a pattern of behavior that's been consistent and it's what people know. I was able to view a few videos between when I fell off to sleep last night and when I woke up this morning before I punched in for work. Here's what I will say. I reviewed Vonnie's live. Uh I don't remember what the all right. So the video I reviewed from Vonnie, she was giving her thoughts and opinions on Karen's actions and Karen's live that I will just say based on her video may have been during the same time that she went live. What I didn't hear, what I didn't hear, and maybe I need to go back and listen, but maybe I won't. Um, I didn't hear accusations of any one specific account being that of um psychos, being that of lovelies. And the reason why I'm pointing that out is because what I heard was that there's a network and Karen went through laborious task of showing you the network and how she came to a conclusion on the network. And she put out, she linked some accounts, and she gave you the history of how she became aware of those accounts and so on and so forth. So I don't see where she was calling any account specifically to be lovely, but I did hear her specifically saying that she believes that it is Lovely's family that is operating in these accounts. Again, I'm not in the habit of trying to track down who's a troll, who's not a troll. That's never been my role here. And I'm not going to start engaging in that now. Towards the end of the video, Karen gave some commentary towards some things that happened on the panel when she was on the panel with some things that the lovely account over there likes to point out. Again, that is those ladies' content. That's what they do for a living on here, basically. Ever since either somebody wrote in the chat, hey, um, I'm going about my business and I got whatever that storyline is. I don't want to make any friends. I'm here to make money. And then somebody said, go. So I'm going to take both of those scenarios and say both of them is true now based on what I heard. Even if that was what was written in the chat, and then the person said, don't come back over here no more and get out my room. They've been back and forth ever since. It has never ended. Why would I insert myself in that? So my plead to the other side has been not to incorporate me in their dispute. I have said what I've said based on what I've seen on here and commented accordingly. In respect to Miss Tawana and the John Frank um uh incident that occurred over the weekend, I'm going to go back now and listen to those videos to make sure that I maintained a neutral personification in that situation, because that was my goal, not to take any side in your dispute, but to be like the people's court, Mo's court, and have your cases solved here in this forum of Mo's court. And I think that whatever the outcome was, that both of you are willing to live with the terms that you've come to. And I didn't do any opining in that department, and I'm gonna go back to make sure that I didn't. And if I did, I just want to make myself aware of what I said, um, just in case it becomes part of somebody else's storyline or somebody else's plot. My intentions were never to become part of that story, other than providing the space. When I was asked, all I asked was a question: what was going on? Okay. Um, Let me see what else. I put out my Braille receipt, and I believe that it speaks for itself. I'm not here trying to persuade any persons out here to see anything my way, because at the end of the day, you can't tell me how somebody made me feel when I heard what they participated in the discussion. And then they came over to my room and was basically befriending me in my chat. Hey Mo, finally, at last, you've released the hold on the channel so I can at least write inside of the chat room and things of that nature. I just gave you my take on something. I was asked to produce a receipt. I produced a receipt of what I heard. That made me formulate the opinion that I formulated. But I think what's more important is to look at the dates and realize that that's a discussion that I heard sometime after May 2nd, and yesterday was December 15th. So I definitely behaved in a manner that I believe was appropriate for Mo until I could not let it go without saying something. I understand how difficult it is to be a subscriber and to get yourself put into somebody else's conversation just by writing in the chat. But when there's issues of calling a woman who is clearly a woman a queen, a queer, that needs to be addressed more straightforward and more directly than trying to act one way or the other. So that was disheartening to me. But again, these are the perils that some of you have to live with. If it bothers you. If it doesn't bother you, then it's just business as usual. Now, last but not least, people exiled from other communities. I ain't got nothing to do with none of that. I see you. I saw the post. I didn't watch the videos. I'm gonna let my response on the community wall stand and just leave it. Good morning, Sam Francis. I'm gonna let the my response on the community wall reign supreme because at the end of the day, um, you're not gonna mind fuck me like you've done other folks around here. I definitely see you. I see you coming. I see you before you got here. That's why I was being as cautious as possible. It's the fake idolization for me. So I definitely see you. I've seen you. And I'm not sure, I really don't care what becomes of you. Now, if you don't want me to start pulling out my tarot cards and looking into what is surrounding me and the energy that you bring to me, I suggest that you just continue on as if you had never heard of me. I told my cousin when I got wind of her having some kind of discussions with you that I didn't think that that was a good thing. Not that I heard about your discussions in depth, like not like she shared to me in detail what y'all discussed, but I just didn't think that was a good idea. Again, I'm gonna go cover myself in that Proverbs and give y'all one more take on that Proverbs. Not a food for thought this time. Hold on a second. Let me just get it. But I'm gonna give you a takeaway. True wisdom goes beyond mm, mm. I'm gonna I'm gonna leave the first part out um because it's gonna be your undoing. But true wisdom is to live according to God's way, his instruction, and allow his word to penetrate one's thinking, values, and actions. A principle to live by. To walk in God's will, we must allow his word to penetrate our innermost being. What happened over the weekend, I believe, has concluded with my participation. So I don't believe there's any further involvement of Momo in this um that's needed or even I think my job has been done. And I would like to resume in my peaceful place where I was before all of this began. Um Questions, comments, or concerns out of the chat. There was something else I was going to say. Oh, and I will be in attention to see, well, maybe I won't be in attention, but I'll see if I have time today to watch the update that's going to come from I don't even know if it's an update, but I'm going to see if I find out any information that I didn't already know of. Um Whenever Glib, not Glib, it's going to be See, I be thinking of Karen's names for people. I'm not necessarily dealing with there's demonic energy involved in it, but I don't want to label that. Well, John Frank, you was out in the public. Do you have time to meet with Gears today? Well, that's not going down. Just give me the 411 because I'm between working from home today and going to the office. And I don't want to be in the office cussing. But I'm going to say no. I'm not, I'm, no. Uh, the demonic energy was introduced to my space because I allowed it in. Oh, you just did a live? Okay, so I'm gonna go look at your live. Was it your own live or you did a live in concert with someone? Okay. So I'm gonna listen out to that. Um oh, I'm sorry, you didn't have to end your live to come here. I didn't see that you was live, but I'm not gonna be here forever. I just said what I had to say on some issues that I don't want them to fester and grow into oh, he's gonna show up. All right. I only have 15 minutes. I'll drop the link for you, but I only have 15 minutes. I'm telling you ahead of time because I don't want to be a mean girl. Um, but I think it would be a good thing to have a conversation, but I guess I sent you the link. What's goody?
What's up?
You tell
Yeah,
me.
yeah. He told me to strike alive in the morning. No, first he started in with the I wrote Royzell. You know when I say hi, I give people hearts. So Royzell
Mm-hmm.
said, "What up?" I put a heart when I put at the end. I said Royzell, and I put a heart at the end. So he's like, "Oh, you on that beefy shit?" That's like he's trying to insinuate I'm gay, and then he keep going with it and going with it. So he don't even play with me like that when it comes to like joking and dissing. He never do that with me. So basically, I'm looking at it like, all right, he trying to start a trouble. He trying to start trouble with me off the strength of Mr. Warner. But I'm like, this ain't how you got to do it. You know what I'm saying? You can confront me if you want, but it's like the way he doing it. That's how we did it last time when we had the situation between me and Nami. He casually start dissing, and then he built his way up to finally saying something. So I'm just like, what's up? He's at work. He couldn't hit the link on the live I did last night. I said, all right, cool. He said he gonna do one in the morning. After I went to sleep, he said on his live he gonna do one in the morning on his panel. But he was just throwing insults in there. And now I'm just like, I don't want to do it on your panel. I do it on my panel. I don't want to go to your house. So I already know what it's gonna be, but it's just like I just didn't see it coming from him neither. Like even throughout the whole shit, I said this one's smart enough to see through the bullshit. But you know what I'm saying? I maybe I gave him too much credit, you know?
I don't think you get when you give somebody the benefit of the doubt, it's based on your relationship and your rapport with the person. So don't second guess giving somebody the benefit of the doubt. Um the question, I guess the appropriate question right now, is this the right time to have this discussion? And if you
But
don't have a
I was
knowledge,
over it. He came at the like he came in on the ninth inning trying to. It's like the last live I did. I was like, you know what? I was talking to Uni and just talking through her, just talking. I'm like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I don't want to do something really stupid. right? Boom.
Yeah, but
And
John, you
then
don't cut
he
people out and stuff like that. Sometimes maybe a person didn't have, maybe he didn't have the time when everything else was going down to really sit down and have a conversation. Maybe it's the time.
I don't know. Not with the dissing. Not with the dissing. I'm not gonna play this dissing game and then try to have a real conversation with you. That's not how I function. You feel me? Like either we gonna function the same way we always did, or not at all. You feel me? Because I'm not going to look at you in a high regard and then play the stupid. And I'm not gonna go backwards and play the stupid game with you. Certain people I play the stupid game with, certain people I don't. You feel me? So it's like I'm gonna treat you how you want to be treated, and then you setting the stage on how you want to be treated on my side. You feel me?
I- it's always fair. It's always a good thing if you can have something at home to have it at home. If you don't feel comfortable.
Yeah. No,
Um,
listen. The way he was talking, I had no problem going to his panel, never. But the way he talking and then being on his side of the court, it just don't make sense for me. He gonna have the audience that's gonna rile me up because they all gonna be on his side and Mr. Warner's side. You feel me? Then I don't know if he's gonna bring them people up because I don't even want to talk to them. I just want to talk to him. Feel me? So it's like, nah, on my panel, it could just be me and him. I don't have to worry about people incorporating the other people and the finesse and all of that.
well, I think you just need to evaluate, is this the right time? Because I'm not going to say that a conversation doesn't need to be had, but it's just, is this the right time to have that conversation?
My whole thing is, what's wrong with the Like, I see, I see what you're saying both ways. One thing is like, I ain't never ducked a conversation with nobody. Like, it's not nothing to have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, it's just how they coming in the conversation. I already feel like they took a side.
Well, listen, sometimes, right, when you're going to have a discussion with somebody, I understand why you feel the way you feel. People do take a side though. Like when you see something going down in front of you, you pick a side. The only reason, like for me right now, I don't have a side in this is because I didn't see all this stuff. I didn't see this. I didn't see the build up. All I'm seeing is you know how it fell apart, and I'm just trying not to pick a side in the midst of it. And it's not because I have more respect for one person over another person or lack of respect for one over the other. It's just that it's not mine.
Listen, I'm dealing with a woman's fury, simple and plain. That's all it is to me. I'm dealing with a woman's fury. What I did pissed off so much, it's like, I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna get you back this way. You know what I'm saying? And it's all calculated on their side. Calculated as fuck. That's how I feel.
Well, sometimes you could do something to somebody and not realize that you hit their boiling point until it's right there in front of you.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
so are you saying you already waited an hour or you are about to or
Yeah,
you
right when you
giving
went live, I was live 10 more minutes and then I ended it. I went to your live. But yeah, I've been waiting for him. He said the morning. I've been waiting all morning. I hit the live, just standing there, chilling, waiting, waiting. I'm thinking he gonna show up, but he ain't answer my text or call, so maybe he's sleeping. I don't know.
well, he did say don't make it too early.
It's 10 in the morning. 12 o'clock is afternoon. What's too early? Too
It's
early
10
is
in
like
the morning
7,
for
8.
us. Isn't there an hour difference between him
I
and us?
don't think so. I think he on the same time.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, just, go with your gut and just, stay, don't get so hyped up with it. Just have a conversation. If you should choose to have the conversation, have a conversation. Don't get
It's that I
emotional.
don't think it's to have a conversation. I think it's just to rile me up, to crash out. I think that's what they want. So it's like, fuck it.
But why would you want to crash out?
Why would they want me to crash out instead of just talking to me?
No, but you are control of how you behave. No one controls how you behave.
Yeah, but they're not coming in there to talk to me. They coming in there to provoke me to crash out.
Well, then maybe it's not the right time to have the discussion if you feel like
You
it's
feel
set.
me? And then once I crash, I feel like, oh, then my side is gonna come out. You feel me? That's all. I know how I am when I'm holding shit back.
I don't know. Can I ask you a question? Is this
Yeah,
worth it is at this point now, is this worth it? Like all the stuff that has happened, is it now
it's
worth
not. It's not. Yo, after I seen the way people feel about me, it's not worth it. It's not worth it because it's like it's really not worth it. I'm like, yo, it's just not, honestly, because it's not. There's no gonna be no solution from it at all, and it's still not gonna be no solution from it, even if it didn't happen. So that's why I'm just like, there's no nothing here for me. There's no benefit for me. There's no nothing. It's just gonna destroy everybody's everything.
mm, you only
You
need
know, when you
ben
could just boom, boom, boom all over the place, that's what it's gonna be. It ain't gonna be me. And I ain't trying to do that because you know what I'm saying? It's not about winning. I just wish that person would stop doing what the fuck they doing because they know what they're doing. And I'm not talking about they know the fucked up shit that they doing and how they're doing it. And if they would be real with themselves and just stop, I could stop cold turkey, no problem. But the fact that they don't see the shit that she's doing and she still, it's like everybody playing into her fucking calculated thing that she wanted to put me through. She wanted to put me through the roller coaster. She wanted everybody to not like me for a second and then try to cool them off of me like when she feels like it's too much. You feel me? But it's just like that shit don't flow with me. Once I knew you willing to do that, I stopped at that point A and said, boom, that's it. I ain't fucking with you. And I promise you, if I ain't have such a big heart, I'd have never hit this lady up on Thanksgiving. I swear to God, I should have never hit this fucking lady up because I was so content with not hitting her up. And I didn't have a problem with her or nothing. But us not talking was like the greatest thing in the fucking world. You know what I'm saying? Life was life in, everything started turning around for me. And I'm not saying she was the purpose of shit not going right for me, but she had influence on me, good and bad. And sometimes the bad was more bad for me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying she did it purposely. I'm not saying she, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just looking at this at what it is. When I'm cool with you, I'm always on the internet on YouTube starting beef, da 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 da, da and all mad dumb women shit and all of that shit. And when I'm not talking to you, I'm literally not in shit like that. I'm literally not. And when I do get into shit, it involves you some sort of way, some sort of how. You feel me? So I was fine and content with her not being around me. And then as soon as she linked up with Vaughn, guess who started staying up all night, acting crazy and emotional? And Vaughn did. So I looked at it like a sign from God, like, yo, man, and I don't even think she does it purposely. It's just, you know what I'm saying? It's just me and her together makes me go bad. I'm not blaming her for me going bad, but it's just the fact that when we together, I do mad dumb shit, you know? And then on sometimes I'm up there by myself, defending myself when it's shit that she done put me in. You know what I'm saying? She didn't send me a link and told me to do lives on shit that I don't even know what the fucking context is about. I done did lives or videos they sent me. I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about while I'm doing it. Dissing somebody she want me to diss for them. And I don't even know the context of the video I'm doing. Like, I done did so much shit for this lady and then she come around here and turn it. Like I'm always calling her, trying to get her on the live. I don't even want to be on the live with her because we always argue. Yo, imagine loving somebody so much, but y'all always fucking arguing. Y'all tired of arguing, no matter what the situation is. I'm tired of arguing with that lady. When it's good, it's always super good. But once we start arguing, it gets so nasty over shit that don't even got nothing to do with us. How we be fighting over YouTube shit that's not even between me and you. It's just our opinion. I can't do that. I can't do that. I don't want to talk about YouTube and shit all day. And we don't. But sometimes it's just like she's geared to doing certain shit that I don't want to do or I'm not in the mood for. You know what I'm saying? I'm not always in the mood to and she gonna make it seem she was begging me the day I talked to her on Thanksgiving. Let's hit a live tonight, John. Come on, let's do a live on your panel. I missed you. But then she tells the story on your panel like she was just faking it to make me to just keep it cordial when bro, so why would you actually if telling me to go live with you on my panel that night was part of the fake, that was part of the make me feel better so you could feel good. I'm gonna go live when I didn't ask you to go live, and I had no intentions of going live on Thanksgiving and none of that. These people won't go live on Thanksgiving. I'm good on that. I want to live life. You feel me? And then they hit me with the, oh, you only want to beef when you want to beef, but when you in work, you want to just dead all this shit. Yeah, I'm not gonna get you into all this shit because if you start working, then you're not gonna want to do nothing. You feel me? Like it's just like shit like that. Like, bro, it's too manipulative.
I feel you on the fact that if you don't want to do something, then you shouldn't do it. If it's too soon to have a conversation, then it's too soon to have a conversation. I think maybe the purpose of wanting to come out at this time may have been the timing is correct for the other person. And number two, it's the first time that you would be having a discussion man to man with a man instead of having a discussion with like me, I'm a girl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just different. Like I told
No,
you,
I get it, but it's just the way they announced it. It's just like it's all the extras. Like, yo, bro, before this, he could have just called my phone. I could have called his phone and been like, woo, woo, woo. But me and him ain't talking. Or I'm not really. I ain't talking to him. I stopped talking to him for my own reasons, right? So now it's kind of I can't just hit him up and be like, yo, this is the situation, da da da, because that would have been the old way. I could have did it. I could have been like, yo, I don't know, this. We would have worked it out, whatever. He would have told me some good advice, whatever. But when you come in there dissing me, trying to talk about I'm gay and shit, how am I not supposed to think you already took a side?
well, I
And you don't
think
play with me like that.
maybe the silence already told you that be without coming out and saying anything. uh, all I'm gonna say is
I thought
make
he
sure the
seen it for
time is right
himself.
for you. I'm sure he saw the things as they developed. And I'm just gonna go, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. What I
That's
heard
what
him
I
say
did.
was that he was busy and he didn't have time, but he's got some time today. So if you
Yeah.
got time today and you feel comfortable, then I think you should have the discussion. But if you
No,
don't
I
feel
got time. I
comfortable,
don't want to do it on his panel because I don't know what type of bullshit they got set up for me.
all right. Well, maybe you could have hit him up on the back of that video or make a community wall and just be like, I'm down to talk over on my place. You give me the time, or I got until this time. Make
Or
a
we could
date
do another
certain.
panel. We could do another panel. Just don't. I don't care. I don't really care. I just don't want the bullshit. Like either we gonna talk or we not gonna talk. Is what we trying to do? I'm not trying to have like a dissing battle with somebody or a fight battle with somebody I don't got a problem with. Now, if I had a problem with him, I have a whole arsenal of shit to say to him, but I really don't, and that's the sad part. So it's like it's a one sided battle for me where it's like he already knows what he gonna say to me, and my whole thing is I don't even know how he coming, and I already assume how he's coming, and if he's coming on some bullshit, I'm not ready to do that with you right now because it's like yo, bro, it's just gonna get so negative.
So
It's just
then
gonna get
don't
so
have the
nasty.
discussion. Then you have your answer. Then you don't have the discussion. It's
Yeah,
simple. Like, hey, the time is not. I know that the time wasn't good for you. Didn't work out for you a couple of days ago. Guess what? Right now, it don't work out for me. But let's regroup on this day, and then maybe it could be a better discussion. But it's kind of weird, John, that you need to have a pre like you need some cliff notes before you go
no, I'm
forward.
dealing with two people though. It's like if I was dealing with the person I know, no problem. But I'm not. I'm dealing with somebody that I believe took a side. And now, if I feel like you took a side and you already assume or you already feel like this, then how are you coming at me then? If you already feel like this person is telling you the truth.
What makes you think somebody wants to relitigate the issues? I mean, when
I
you
don't.
I don't so maybe he wants to speak to you about how you took all of this, like how your reactions to the stuff, and give you his perspective from the reactions and not relitigate the issues.
Get it? That's that. I take this shit seriously, right? So to me, it's a serious conversation, right? So if we're gonna have a conversation, the whole joking and dissing thing before that is not a good setup for a conversation.
All right, well, sometimes when you ever watch a boxing match and you see people go in the ring, right? They know they coming out with this outcome, right? But they
But this is
go
what I'm
in
saying. Is we
there.
come in the box, is we come in the talk? Because if we come in the box, I'm gonna come with different shoes on.
I don't know. I think it only matters if you're ready to have a conversation with someone. And I hear your trepidation is that I don't really know which way they're coming at me. I feel like they took a side, so I don't want to have a conversation with somebody because they took a side and they rooted in their side, and I don't want to defend my position. Or it's not the right time for me right now. I need a couple more days to work this out for me.
Nah, it's the first one. I don't want to defend my position. I do and I don't.
Mm,
I do and I don't. It's like shit I want to say, but then I don't want to say it because it's like it's corny. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like it's corny
mhm.
if I said it. You know what I'm saying?
Is there a possibility that the reason why you don't want to defend your position, not just because it's corny, is because you don't want somebody else to highlight that it's corny?
No, no, I believe it's corny. You know what I'm saying? Like my beliefs. If I gotta do that to somebody I used to fuck with, that's corny to me.
All right. Well, you made your decision. Just, s- stand your ground and just make sure you're comfortable. And even if you decide to go forward with it, all you got to do is still keep a level headed mind. If you don't get all rah rah and bent out of shape and take it personal and just be level
That's how I
headed.
feel right now. Yesterday I was chilling. Today I feel rah rah. You know? I was chilling yesterday. Today I feel rah rah up.
Um, I seen you in some predicaments, sir. I think that you can have a conversation if you choose to and be able to hold ground without getting all elevated, where people have to de-escalate you. Because no one should have to de-escalate a grown ass man. So
Yeah.
you got the abilities to self-regulate that. But if it's not the appropriate time for you, then it's just not the appropriate time.
Might have to have a couple L's rolled and maybe I get through it.
All right. Well,
I have
whatever
my
you
blunts pre-rolled.
decide, it's still your decision. It's not anybody else's.
Listen, I don't want to duck the conversation either because I'm not scared of it. Like it's a fucking conversation. You feel
It
me?
is.
Like I just, you know what it is? It's more like I got respect for that person, and I feel like I don't want it to go sour, but it's gonna go sour in my mind. So it is what it is.
We'll see. I gotta head out.
Yeah,
But I'll be home today because I got anticipation, and then that's it. But just stay. Just you know what I would tell you. Just keep your head up.
yeah. I'm straight. I'm straight
We New
regardless.
York out. I'm Ghost. Thanks for coming up,
Uh,
John. It's gonna be all right. You're gonna make the right decision for you.
yep.
Mm. Have a good one.
You.
All right, I'm Ghost, y'all. This is Mo. She gotta go.